Hola mi gente, my name is Psycho and we're here live at Airsoft Revolution 15. Excuse me for being a little bit raspy, but here we have live with us, joining us on Discord, the one, the legend, the only, Raptor.
Ninja! Oh.
And we also got the protege, the legend of tomorrow who is being born today. Did Ninja capture the 1v1 or did he fall short in the first round, the second round, or the final? Did he even make it to the second round? We don't know. Because this was an Instagram only exclusive live until now. So if you guys don't have Instagram and you guys want to go check that out, go ahead and check that out. Guys, go ahead and say what's up.
What's up?
These two legends are actually at the gym right now, so you're going to be hearing them huffing and puffing while they commentate over what happened in the
festivities.
Right. I think Ryan wants to join in with us as well. Let's see if he can get in. Who's also watching from YouTube. Just go ahead and join our Discord chat, our server, and then we can add you into the interview room that is locked. For everybody else, go ahead and sit back and enjoy as we go over the 1v1 Bragging Rights Championship.
I'm still wearing my bracelet.
Hola mi gente, my name is Psycho. We're here live with the seats of the 6 shooters that are going to be trying to see who is number one when it comes to bragging rights. It is the 1v1 tournament here live at Airsoft Revolution 15. Are you guys ready to do the seats? Alright, so we're doing the seats here.
Yeah.
Where's the cup?
Yes.
Which we put down at random. The cup that just spilled everything?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Alright. Into the brackets.
This is where I called for the buys. Because I was the defending champion and they were like, no, that's not fair.
Alright, so the way this works is you have 3 numbers for each shooter to see how it's gonna go. So we have 2 buys for this one. So do we start with the buy?
Yeah.
Do we start with the buy?
Yeah.
So everything's up for grabs here.
No, that's me.
We start with the buy, and then we're gonna go down to the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one, fourth, and then the last buy.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first? So everybody's already been putting numbers at random. Which I was in shock that we actually had like about 35 viewers. As soon as we went live, I was like, wow, that's where everybody was at.
Oh, 6.
Yeah.
6.
Dude, the notifications were unreal.
Raptor!
I was like, bling, 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 bling,
serious?
bling. Everybody joined.
So Raptor, you get the buy. How did you feel I mean, you've been doing these tournaments for what, 2 years now?
Yeah.
This is your second 1v1 tournament,
Who wants
but you can vouch that Scar always seems to get the undercard. Where you guys have to fight each other on the first round, but having a bye on right off the bat, how did that feel?
I'm trying to find the
It felt good, especially since I was asking for it.
Who's four?
Since I was last year's champion, I was like, I should get the bye because I won. Because it always seems like I never get anything. I always have to fight from the bottom to the top. So to get the bye, it was like, finally, like, I earned something, even though it was at random.
Right. So Big Sexy ends up getting the first actual seat for the first round.
My bad. 5.
5. That's you?
Right.
And then Rosinator ends up getting the second seat where he has to fight Big Sexy.
It's sexy.
Did you pick already?
And then I believe it was it's the third seed.
No, you gotta do it right. 3.
3. 3. Left.
We're going to be going through the entire tournament today, so no need for part 1, 2, or 3. We had 6 fighters that day.
Oh, damn. Okay. Are you alive? What do you mean? Wait.
Yeah.
You get it? You get it?
Who's gonna fight left? Who's gonna fight left?
L. Oh, man.
Ninja?
You get 5. I thought it was gonna be Gio.
So Ninja ends up fighting Lep on the first round. Ninja, how did that feel, sir?
And for the bye, we don't need the number because we have.
Going against left.
Yeah.
Also, the fight that was supposed to happen.
It was interesting because
All right, so we
we're
have
used to
Raptor with the
letting
bye,
them really
which
move around
he
too
goes
much.
automatically to the second round.
That was
We got
actually
Big
one of the
Sexy
reasons why I
versus
died once.
Rosinator,
Oh,
and these two.
we're doing the seats right now.
Down to fight Raptor. Ninja and Lep.
So we got
go
Ninja.
over to here, and then fight Gio, and then semifinals, and then the final for the King. All right, guys, stay.
All right. So that was the seats. That's how we do it. We go live on the seats, and then we let you guys see the bracket while everybody goes into the arena. We come on back out, and then we move over to the first round.
Game 1.
This is game 1. And I think Ryan Rosinator was trying to get Ryan, join one of the other chats, like the coffee chat, or chat with us, and then I can add you into here. He's on Discord now. But
Yeah.
Ryan had to get his food, so he asked Big Sexy if they can just let Ninja and Lep go first. And Ninja and Lep were like, what?
I'm gonna start ordering food before every tournament now.
Alright, so we got
That's
Ryan
my
with us
buy.
now.
I buy food.
Team, are you ready?
Alright, so we got Lep in the blue. And we got Ninja in the red. Ninja spawning over at Exfil. And Lep is over here at
Blue
Cave.
team, which would be Lep. We got Ninja versus Lep. Ninja's red. Lep is pushing up very aggressively. Ninja comes out.
Yo, Ninja, did he get the
Have 2
first
minutes
kill on
to
you
get as
in the
many kills
match?
as possible.
I'm also streaming it on Discord, guys, so you guys can watch
Lep went
live.
straight into the Alamo.
I don't think
Ninja's
so.
over here by the
I think it was.
Scar
He either got the second or he either got the.
Nope.
Second or the
Lep
fourth
just
kill.
got hit. Lep circled around the map and then he got hit
Now,
closer to his
both-
respawn.
Both players go back to respawn.
Surprisingly, I wasn't shocked that Lep actually was able to move around as much as he did.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially against Ninja.
Practice stuff like have really helped kind of get him out of his comfort zone and move. But we've been doing a lot of fast-paced, single life kind of practicing, and so that's like good practice for
30
1v1
seconds
to get you to not like focus on one spot, so that you can break contact and move around. And I think he really took advantage of that training in his matchup against Ninja.
15 seconds.
So this year we added a new stipulation, meaning you have to get a minimum of 3 kills
Ninja has 5.
in order for you to advance to the next round. So that way you didn't get that 1 kill and then you camp the rest of the game. Which throughout the entire tournament, it was just brutal back and forth.
The score is 5-1. 5-1.
So here the score is 5-1. It's the end of the first round, and now the guys are going to swap sides. Ryan, you can say hi.
Ready!
Why not? Ninja, how did it feel to go up against Lip as far as did you want to go 5-1 on the first round, or did you just like did you see Lep as a worthy adversary to be like, you know what, let me get as high of a number versus, you know, just toying with him?
Well,
That really coming
like
out.
I said, or like Raptor said, he took advantage of the practices that we've been doing. So he actually started moving around a lot more. So when he did kill me, he killed me because I went to a spot that I know he usually camps at. So when he wasn't there, it kind of like threw me off for a second. And when I ended up getting shot, it was because I was trying to duck from him, because I saw him from the corner of my eye. So I was like, cool. It's like, if he's using his training, then I'm gonna have to fight him like
Coming down to the last minute.
like for real, not like kind of like feel it out, see how everything's gonna go. Is kind of just like going to a full attack basically.
Lip couldn't join us today, so I would have liked to have his perspective on what his thoughts were, especially on this one right here, where he's going around and he
20 seconds.
thinks he saw you, and then you're gone.
Nothing on the spot.
Up, and there it is. Got the kill. So what was your strategy in this point, Ninja, where you would just circle all the way around, you would cut down through the middle?
Yay! Matt, clear. Put your brown socks on.
Were you doing like figure
Score
eights?
is 6-1.
The score was 6-1, and Ninja advances to the next round.
Ninja advances to the next round.
So, did you feel like there was any new strategy as far as just like any routes that you take, or you were just trying to stay near your respawn? I mean, what is something that you think you would have done different fighting against Lep?
Probably instead of trying to fight him like it's the old Leps, fight him like he's just another me.
There you go.
Man,
All right, so next up we have Big Sexy versus Rossinator, who I think he's having communication problems.
Oh no.
Ryan, are you here? Alright, we're going live. Let's go. And Ryan pushes out.
Middle.
Similar to Lep, he stops in mid of the field,
Big Sexy.
and Big Sexy just unloads a barrage of BBs at him. Ryan goes back to respawn, comes right back straight out. Big Sexy circles back around through
Rossinator gets the kill.
the Alamo.
You can do
I think Ryan actually ends up getting like a big lead right off the bat.
It's hurting like really bad right now. Oh, I'm gonna probably stretch.
Blue hit.
Yeah, I'm
Blue hit.
putting that foam over on my legs.
Score is 1-0. Rossinator is up.
The score's
1
1-0.
minute.
You have 1 minute down.
Who got the first?
Ryan.
Rossinator sees him. Moving in.
Ryan, I think they parlayed or they did a like a even kill or trade kill.
Got 3 kills.
Nope. Ryan got 3 kills now.
20 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it was like 4-1 or
Oh,
5-1.
Big Sexy with a kill.
Yeah, Big Sexy shoots him right off the bat as soon as Ryan comes out of respawn. Across the map.
Big Sexy scrambles back to respawn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap sides.
I know some of the guys were saying that
Score is 3-1. Rossinator is up by 2.
that the rounds
Score is
felt
3-1.
longer than 2 minutes
Red team is
when
up
you
by
were in
2.
there fighting.
Yeah, you said 30 seconds with me and Lip, and I was like, okay, cool. It was like, okay, hello, 30
Ready?
seconds.
3 hours later.
So the score's 3-1, and Ryan goes into the second round. But then he gets hit
Ahead.
by Big Sexy right off the bat of the second round. Ryan had the lead.
Rossinator coming out of Alamo. Big Sexy down center. Looking left. Looks down middle.
Big
That,
Sexy's right down the
Booty
middle.
gave him a good boost in the first round.
Ryan circles back around by the cave. He goes in between.
Oh!
Big Sexy comes out and takes him out.
Way to bait him in. The score is tied.
Yeah, second round, Big Sexy came out with a vengeance. He was
Right.
determined not to go down without a fight. He was trying to pay Raptors tab. Yeah.
Big Sexy moves on to the freaking.
Yeah, he came up to
Next
me and
round.
he said, "I'll pay off your tab if you throw
Oh,
the fight
I'm
against
sorry.
me." And I
Here you
said,
are. 1 minute.
"Bet,
1
I got
minute.
$600 for an MTW on my tab." He's like, "Oh, never mind."
I almost called
Trade. Big Sexy is still
the
up by
game
1.
because I saw my timer and I was like, oh snap. I was like, Big Sexy goes into the next round, but it was only 1 minute left in the round. That was my fault. So right here in the video, Ryan tells me after the match, he's like that the sweat was just running down to his eyebrows, and then they just piled up and then just ran down into his eyes, and so his eyes were on fire from his sweat, and he was like, I couldn't see nothing no more. Yeah, you can see Ryan struggling a little bit there.
That was a trade.
You hear Ryan in the background over there. He's like, I
Yeah.
can't see.
Yeah, he went back.
That's
I
game.
have to give it to
That's
Rossinator
game.
though, man.
Max
He
got
stepped
with the
up when
spear.
nobody
Put the
else
grass
would
socks
and
on.
actually joined in and competed.
The score. The
This is
final
his
score
second
was
tournament that he's actually
5-7.
fought in the 1v1.
Yep.
Big
He was
sexy
there last
advances
year.
to the next round.
Remember.
You know, a lot of people don't actually like 1v1 tournaments because, you know, they're more of the team player style fighter versus, you know, being put on the front lines like the way he did. And for him to step up like that, like you said, I think that says a lot.
Right. Because he's definitely a team player. Because war games and like even the 3v3s, he had people to join him, and that he links up with. So for him to step out of that comfort zone really shows a lot to his character.
That's right. So, for those of you
And
guys
he's
that
been
don't know
saying he wants to
who
get
Ryan
better,
is,
so
Ryan is the guy that wears the gray army uniform. Yeah, and he's the one who's always out there at war games, every war games, hot or not, he's out there. So for him to not be a casual player for the indoor field and just to come in for competitions, I mean, he did step up. But unfortunately, Big Sexy did take him out on the second round when Ryan had the lead on the first round. So here we now have Gio versus Ninja, as Gio got the second bye on the bracket, and Gio comes in and Ninja's hot off the first game against Lip. So let's see what happens.
My predictions. Golden State in 6. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Gio.
Dude, watching this was so. Like, watching it live was so trippy because, like, you can see moments where, like, they literally, like, walk past each other and then look each other's direction and just barely miss each other.
Yes. It feels like whoever made the first mistake is the one who got.
Blue hit.
Right.
If I had to describe this match, it was right.
You hit the curtain
That was
too
a red
hard,
hit.
you were gone.
Score's tight.
It's almost like they try to match each other's play style, where it was like get to the other side of the map as fast as possible to try to beat the other person to the punch, but then they were on opposite sides of the map. Or it was come out slow, yeah.
To maneuver first to get, the drop on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Ninja.
Blue hit.
Blue hit.
Blue hit.
You can see the curtain move.
I feel like both players, Ninja and Gio, were very careful on their movements, and you can see it right here, where a lot of people just walk out and they just miss each other. Yeah.
Oh. This where you like barely saw his muzzle or something.
No, I knew he went in there.
What's funny is that Gio actually does say that he likes going in there because he can see.
Yeah.
He should have been able to see Ninja right there.
Blue hit.
No, right there is when I put
Four,
the
three,
video,
one.
like the great of his faces.
Swap sides. The score is 3-1.
And we got Teddy who's joining
Red
us
is up.
on Facebook. Big Sexy.
You saw it.
And we also have Gio who's watching us on YouTube. Gio, if you're on, you can come on Discord. I can move you over here to the chat.
Oh, yeah. What's up, G?
Are you online? What do you mean?
Man, them small peaks though.
This is my shot.
Yeah. No, you're good. Just stretching it.
4-1.
Good walk.
Lasser also joining us on YouTube.
And then just running over there. There's Gio.
Is this the point in the video where we lose track of your movements?
Yes, completely.
Of who's?
Dude, see, I saw Gio over there by the Alamo, but then he appeared over here by the tire station. Ninja's over here by Castle, and then
Appears
right
on
here.
the
I like had ultimate sync, bro.
yeah, both of them are doing. Both of them are just like walking through walls.
Blue hit.
So, would you feel like this is more of a mental game, or is more of a stamina game? Because you have to go all the way back to respawn, whether you're dead or not.
6-1.
Both.
I think.
That's game. Max out weapons clear. Put
Yeah, I
cross
think-
socks on.
I think part of the mental
Score is
is
6-1.
like knowing that, but knowing in your mind that you're gonna run and you're gonna fly.
Right. So it's like you
And
need a
depending
clear.
on where one person gets got, where you're at on the field, you know that they could potentially have the drop on you because you got to run 3/4 of the field back to your spawn, and they only got to go a quarter. So you know by the time you're a quarter of the way there, they're already trying to circle around you or something. So it's a bit of both.
So here, so Gio ends up getting eliminated by Ninja, and now we have the second round of the bracket, which would be Big Sexy versus Raptor.
Hit the stopwatch.
This event feels so
I'm reading
nice.
some of the comments on YouTube right now. That's why. Yeah, Gio says that it is both. It's both a mental game and a stamina game.
Yeah.
Raptor in the blue. Big Sexy in the red.
After going up against Big Sexy, did you feel like you needed to come
Red hit.
as aggressive, or did you feel like you needed to see what he had first and then attack?
That goes back.
So I never see what somebody has first. My strategy usually is to get 2 or 3
Red hit.
scores ahead, and then kind of try to pick and choose where my engagements are so that I can, set myself up for a victory in the end. So I like to come out of the gate hard and fast. I feel like, I guess you do kind of feel how aggressive or not the other opponent is, because if you come out great and run into each other, then okay, they're
1
pushing
minute.
just as hard as I'm pushing. But like I said, my strategy is more get a couple of points on the
Red
board
hit.
and then reevaluate, see where I got to go from there. Whether I lost the first few engagements or I won them.
Blue hit.
Big Sexy with a hit. Finally gets a kill on Raptor.
This must be like the last 20 seconds of the first round.
Yeah.
Was it the one right off the beginning?
15 seconds.
We got 15 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, because both kills that he got on me, there were solid, like, guaranteed kills. You said 20 seconds left, and I was like, bet, I'm just going to take it easy. And then he come around the corner and shot me, and I was like, I guess I'm not.
Red hit.
No, so it was 1-1, and they traded. They got one.
So here we have Teddy, who's taking the score down as I'm calling out who's the one who's getting hit, and Teddy's actually taking the score, and Teddy ends up putting down the score for some of Raptor's kills on Big Sexy's side. So after the game, we ended up having to go back into the Batcave and watch the entire footage again and count how many kills each person had.
Yeah, you're giving Big Sexy points.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
I know I
Red
was not
hit.
keeping score. Once I got like 2 or 3 scores ahead, I just try to
He
keep
caught
it
a
at that.
ricochet.
If he gets one on me, then I try to get 1 or 2 more back on him.
Right.
And I just try to maintain that gap.
So here, Big Sexy ends up getting hit with a ricochet, and he called the hit on it, and we put down the point for Raptor, but then we ended up taking away the point on Raptor for the. On the
Hey,
kills.
that was my own shot though. I saw his shadow and I hit it off the tire to get that kill.
There you go. He just phased into Starbucks.
Red hit.
Yo, we got Caveman joining us on
1 minute.
You gonna leave or you just jump in and try?
I'm gonna head out.
Okay, I bet.
I forget. Man, it's been a while since I've streamed. So, what's that purple one with eyeballs?
Purple one with eyeballs?
Twitch. He's joining us on Twitch.
Red hit.
Oh, I was like, purple one with eyeballs. What the
20 seconds.
I don't know, no purple one
This is
with
where Big
eyeballs.
Sexy's
Red
like, bro, hit. Cause Raptor ends up like running back, and ends up shooting him right out of spawn. And Big Sexy's like, yo, hit. Like, we get it, you won. Big Sexy still pushes all the way through to try to get a better field advantage on Raptor. And that's the end of the round.
Weapons clear. Put your brown socks on. Bring it. Raptor moves on to the finals. The face-up against his fellow squad member, Ninja.
Right, so on the second round, it was a complete. This completes the second round, and Raptor ends up advancing on to the finals. How did it feel to watch everybody's fight, throughout the entire tournament, and then knowing that you had to finally fight Ninja in the final? Raptor.
I mean, definitely after watching Ninja's first 2 rounds where he pretty much locked both players down, had me wondering what I was going to do or what my plan was going to be for the finale. And I don't know. Part of me was relieved because he's my teammate, and I'm like, oh, great, I get to go against my teammate, which we normally do in the arena. But the other part of me was like, man, I just watched him like completely destroy these guys, and like basically he got to do 2 rounds and I got the bye, so I've only done 1. So I'm like, you know, maybe he's got a little bit of advantage of knowing, you know, the flow of the field already from the first 2 rounds. So I was, you know, kind of thinking to myself like what I probably shouldn't have been doing, maybe getting into my head a little bit, but in the end I just decided we'll go in there and we'll have fun.
All right, so we're about to start. We're about to start the finals of the 1v1 championship. Ninja, how did it feel to have to work your way from the first round all the way to the finals to fight up against Raptor? Is Ninja here?
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, your mic might cut out on my side.
Oh, okay. I said, how did it feel having to fight from the first round all the way to the finals and then finding out that you're going to go up against Raptor in the finals?
Felt good. Felt like it was like something that I deserved because last year, whenever I did the 1v1s, I kind of like wasn't in the right headspace. There was like personal stuff going on. So like me having the chance to just go to the finals and like finally get the 1v1 against Raptor with like an actual 1v1, whether it was for like the tournament or but like felt pretty good.
But yeah,
That's right.
The 1v1 everybody wants to see. The 1v1 everybody's wanted secretly or not secretly.
All right, we're going to go into it now live. Let's go.
Ready! 1 versus 1. Raptor versus Ninja for the finals.
And right off the bat, Raptor has weapon malfunctions.
Already has a misfeed in his right.
So if I'm being honest,
Jesus, take the wheel.
every time I heard his like gun like not shoot, and he'd be like, "Dang it!"
He hadn't did right, but his gun misfed.
Oh, thing cover, and I'm like, "Don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. He's gonna come up and kill you. Just keep moving."
Got him. Who's tie? Trade.
Yeah, this 1v1 was like super fun. Like,
Gun malfunction and everything.
and then it was funny because there'd be points where we're like, all right, cool. He's probably on the other side of the field. I can like push over here, and then we both push each other, and we're just like, ah, snap. Hold up, wait a minute. You're not supposed to be here.
So you guys already got 2 trades, and Ninja gets 1 point ahead.
Ninja gets 1 on top of Raptor.
You can still hear me trying to shoot my gun to make sure it's working. A lot of shooting going on, but I don't see nobody. Dang it won't shoot. I heard that.
He had him.
You had him build the rights, and I feel like Ninja was just toying with you at this point.
No, I wasn't toying with him. It was like the fact that I would hear him shoot,
15 seconds.
and he would have like a side of the field that I was trying to push on like closed off. So I was like, cool, let me give him space so I could like go around. But he would like haul ass chase me because he's like, no, you're gonna die. You're going, no, this BB is going to you. One way or another.
Heat seeker is locked on. Like, you ain't getting away.
Alright, so that's the end of the first round.
Was going into the second round.
Ready?
There was one point where he caught me laughing, and we both look at each other. He shoots behind me. I go to turn and shoot. I shoot like far left from his chest, and like we're just sitting there staring at each other, just like popping shots off, trying not to like laugh and like just get the shot right. Like that happened like 2 or 3 different times, and I was just like, bro, this is the most intense, hilarious 1v1 I've had.
So I'm gonna rewind this a little bit here, but Ninja, you run halfway through the map, and then you turn around right at Empire, and
So with that, I was like, you know what? If I just push this side as fast as I can, I'm either gonna meet him or he's not gonna be on this side. So like I could just clear this side just with like a single push. So when I 180'd, I was like either he's taking it slow or he pushed and he's just trying to get his like just trying to get an angle to where if he does have to take multiple shots, he can like take the shots without like me having like really much time, even if his gun does mess up. So I was like, if I just sit at the tires, like you fought me at the tires before, like I at least have
you have some cover.
because I can.
Don't play that game.
I'll abuse those tires. And Raptor knows it, so I'm like, cool. If I beat him to the tires, I can at least have some chance.
Which is ironic because actually Raptor goes super slow on this push. And I think a lot had to do with because his gun wasn't feeding. So he was. You want to go over why you went slow on this push, Raptor?
Well, so
Yep, you got
Red
him.
hit.
You take out Ninja on that one.
It's one over Ninja.
yeah, so for one, I was worried about my gun, and two, I kept hearing something that sounded like somebody moving on the other side of me, and I'd run and go check it out, and then I realized that it was just like, I guess the metal on the roof was popping from the heat. And then I would hear like a curtain move. Yes. And then I'd hear a curtain move. I'm like, well, wait, no, this fucker's over here. So like I kept hearing the metal pop. And so like, I was like, okay, now he's over here. But in reality, he wasn't. He was on the other side. So finally I was like, okay, if I ignore that, let me just see what I can figure out. And then that's when I caught him in Castle and took him out right there.
So that shot in Castle, I was looking directly at you, but like since like
1 minute.
your face mask and everything was all black, you blended in with the wall, and it didn't help that I like don't have my contacts. So I was like, I was looking dead at you, and I was like,
What
that
was
looks like a
that?
reflection of a sight.
Red hit.
And like right when I'm pulling up my gun, I just watched a dot just come at me, and I was like, oh well, all right. I don't have time.
Trade.
So here,
He said red hit.
you guys say tie, and then Ninja denies the tie, and he says no, it's red hit, meaning that Ninja caught himself out on that one instead of
Trade.
keeping the trade.
So what happened there was I saw his like legs when I went through when I was going through mid because he had beat me to train station. So I was like, cool, what are you doing in the middle of the parking lot? Like move.
That's what you
I
told
was
him?
like, no. I was like, I thought to myself, I was like, cool, if I just stand to the side, I can at least get a trade here. And when he came out, he hit the curtain before I could reach that wall to the left of the curtain when you're coming from cave. And so I shot underneath. Well, my first shot went between his legs, so I came up to shoot him in the chest, and he had turned to shoot me in the chest, and my BB like went right next to him, and it ricocheted off the wall and then hit the side of his plate carrier. Like I just sat and like watched the BB miss, and I was like, well, that sucks.
Yo, come out.
And then Raptor, your airline came undone?
Nope.
thought he was calling hit and was walking back to spawn, but he was saying help. So when I peeked around the wall, he was waving his line, and I was like, oh, help.
Yay! Mags out, weapons clear. Get your barrel socks on.
So both parties end up going back to respawn. They hit the respawn and then come right back. And that was the last engagement. And Ninja, unfortunately, you do fall short in this match. And Raptor is your new, or you're not your new, but your second time, your two-time champion. How? So how was that as far as like you said, you had fun, right? So you had fun in the match, but how would it have, how much better would it have felt to be able to dethrone the champ?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because coming into it, you were like, "Nah, I'm just here to have fun." But as we could see in the tournament, in the videos here, Ninja came to win.
Well, I just came. Well, one, I came to prove something that because there was someone from. I don't know if it was someone from last year's 1v1 or if it was like someone on the side or whatever, but I had after the first 1v1 I had heard someone say that like, oh, isn't Ninja supposed to be like the second best after Raptor or whatever? So I just showed up to prove that that I could like get to the finals and show people that I'm actually like that good of a player, because there's some people who just see the videos and they're like, well, I mean, everyone can make themselves look good in a video or whatever, and stuff like that. And it's like time after time, I'll show them every single video that's of me, and it's like I just showed up to basically prove myself. If I would have won, then like I would have been ecstatic over it, because it's like again, Raptor to me is like the like he said in his tournament interview, he's the best of the best, and it's like it's that's someone that's given me a reason to keep getting better.
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna cry.
Stop.
And Raptor, last but not least, but we'll go ahead and let you close out today's video with your final words and thoughts.
Thank you for coming. This was my video. See y'all next time. Oh, too soon?
So any words of wisdom after this tournament, that you see the community growing, you see new players stepping up to the 1v1. Everybody, man, since the 3v3s, no, since the 5v5s, I've had players ask about the 2v2s in August, but everybody seems to like skip over the 1v1. So any challenges, anybody that you would like to see in the next tournament, not the next 2v2, but next year's 2023 1v1 Ironman tournament?
No, thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I would like to see more of the regulars that are now either starting new teams or that have been on teams. Like, I'd like to see more of them join the 1v1 so they can make a better presence with their individuality and their play style as a solo player. We all know the reason why we join teams is because we work good together and we like to kick it with our homies. But I really appreciate the 1v1s because it puts everything out there, and it puts your gear to the test. It puts your weapon to the test. It puts your skills against the best of the best to really see like where you stand. And obviously I need to do some work on my weapon, but besides that, like I want to see more faces and more people that really want to get out there and put the work in and show up. Nobody
in particular that you would like to call out for the next 1v1? Maybe
Well,
somebody
I
from
would
the
love
past.
to see Gio get a little better because last year Gio unfortunately pulled me in the first round, and I played some mind games on him and ended up getting the best of him. And I've watched him grow and get better over the last year. So to see him, put up a fight against Ninja, um, I honestly I had bigger hopes that it was going to be a closer game than it was. So I hope he continues to put in the work and get better, so that next year, like, he's really an adversary that we're going to look out for again.
All right.
So definitely him. I don't know any of the other players' names off the top of my head, but I've been seeing a lot of the new team members that have joined Steven's team. I can't remember their name. I'm sorry. I know I'm happy
Fates
person
off.
for that, but I would like to see some of them. I know they're a new team and stuff like that, but they've been playing for a while. I'd like to see some of them join. I know I guess we call him Bunny or Rabbit or something like that. I don't know. The
Bunny.
kid in the pink. Yeah, I'd like to see him. I feel like a lot of people have been giving him some bad juju lately, and actually after the 1v1s, we had a real good time shooting each other in the community play when it was like 13 on 13. So I definitely would like to see him step up. Steven, be good to see him there too. Just like I said, some more of our team players coming out as an individual.
There you go, guys. That's your two-time 1v1 bragging rights champion. Doing a few shout-outs to you guys. Hopefully we guys get to see you not only in the 2v2s, the 3v3s, the 5v5s, but next year's 1v1s to see if you guys can step up the game, and maybe you guys have a chance to dethrone the two-time world champion of Airsoft Revolution 15. Thank you guys for everybody who joined us. Thank you guys that joined us on Discord to chat, from taking this time to join us, like I said. So from our family to yours, live the game.
Those 2v2s are going to be lit.
And if you like that video, make sure to check out all our other ones by subscribing and getting the latest by hitting the notification bell.
Hey guys, don't forget you can earn an all-day admission simply by coming in to play. Fill out this punch card. It's 1 punch per person per visit. Once it's completed, turn it in for an all-day admission.
Don't forget to check out all our other social media sites as far as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch to get some of our latest live streams and latest content out there for you. So we'll see you guys here. So from our family to yours, live